I'm here as part of the Wales for Peace team, but we're working with the 1418 Now team who have brought this installation to Caernarfon Castle. Well, as you can see, the installation is based on the red poppy, and the red poppy is symbolic of the losses that happened, the people who fought in World War I, and that's because the red poppy flourished on the battlefields where a lot of people died. So each of the poppies in this installation represents somebody who fought in World War I who lost their lives. So the Wales for Peace project is a Heritage Lottery funded project, which is running during the time of the commemoration of World War I, to answer the question, in the 100 years since World War I, how has Wales contributed to peace? So we are aiming to bring out stories of men and women who were so appalled by all the bloodshed that happened during World War I that they wanted to work for an end to war. What it really emphasises for me is that each of those people who were lost were somebody's brother, somebody's son. They had an impact on their community, so it just to me symbolises the whole horror and loss of war.
Can I ask why you've come today? What brings you to Caernarfon?
We've been here since July the 7th and we'll be here till November the 20th looking after our garden remembrance. We invite people to place crosses to remember the fallen from any country, any conflict since 1914.
Yeah, so I've noticed that the crosses, there's a lot of different shapes and different religious symbols on. Do you mind explaining them?
That's right, yes. Because the British Legion is very politically correct, we've got different crosses. We have the Sikh Khanda, we have the non-religious upright, no cross across it. We have the Hindu Om, we have the Star of David, and we have the Muslim crescent, as well as the Christian cross.
The Women's Peace March of 1926 was an incredible moment in Wales's peace heritage, because you've got to remember that in the context of the 1920s, you'd had an entire generation of people who had been lost in the First World War, those who are captured in the Book of Remembrance here. And so there was a whole generation of women who had lost fathers, sons, husbands, and who became a real force for working towards peace in the world. 2,000 women descended from the villages around Snowdonia on Penygroes, a small village 3 miles away up the road from here, carrying the blue flag of peace, which was the symbol of the time. And they started a march that went past the walls of Caernarfon Castle, and then continued along the coast, stopping for rallies in Conwy, Bangor, Conwy, Denbigh and Chester, and then all the way on to Hyde Park in London. And the point of the Women's Peace Pilgrimage was trying to call for European peace. We all know, looking back on history, what went on to happen was that unfortunately, because the peace treaties after the First World War didn't really settle a lot of the fundamental issues that the Second World War broke out as a result. But what those women were doing was trying to lead an incredible movement to try and bring the world to peace, and for Wales to play a major role in that.